everybody, for another deep dive. And today we are going down to Augusta, Georgia,
Okay.
where there's a new mural project, and it's celebrating the African-American heritage there in Augusta, in the historic Laney-Walker and Bethlehem neighborhood. So this mural project is called Golden Blocks, a community built on the shoulders of giants. Now, I don't know about you, but just hearing that title alone makes me want to know a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And luckily, we have this press release here that announces the unveiling of this new mural, and it's got a bunch of details about it. So
Okay.
let's dig in, huh? What do you think just about that title? Like, what jumps out at you?
Well, when I hear a title like that, it makes me think about legacy. This idea that
Right.
what we're doing today is built on what people have done in the past, and there's a respect for that history,
Yeah.
and for contributions of people from past generations.
Exactly. And I love the use of the word giants in there,
Yeah.
because it does kind of make me want to know, who are these giants?
Right.
Who are the people that really helped shape this community?
Exactly. Right.
So one of the things this press release mentions is this ribbon cutting ceremony that's going to happen on January 24th, 2025,
Okay.
10:30 a.m., 1134 Laney-Walker Boulevard, Augusta, Georgia. And I also mentioned something called the Fresh Startz grand opening.
Okay.
So do you know anything about that?
Well, yeah, actually, thinking about where that address is, I think that must be where this mural is going to be. Because the mural is actually on a building that's owned by this guy, Denzel Robinson, and it looks like he's starting some kind of like a community initiative, like a new program. It's called Fresh Startz, and it's probably aimed at, revitalizing the neighborhood and giving people new opportunities.
Wow. Okay.
So I bet that grand opening is celebrating both the mural and this new Fresh Startz thing.
Oh, that's really interesting. Now, this mural is part of something much bigger called the Golden Blocks Project.
Right.
What can you tell us about this project? What is it all about?
Well, this Golden Blocks project, it's like a really big effort to kind of like revitalize and celebrate this Laney-Walker and Bethlehem neighborhood.
Okay.
And it involves all kinds of different community organizations, like the Lucy Craft Laney Museum, which is dedicated to preserving the legacy of Lucy Craft Laney, who is this really prominent African-American educator.
Wow.
And there's also the Committee for the Golden Blocks. They're really involved. And the Porter Fleming Foundation is giving them a bunch of money to do this.
Okay.
So it's really a lot of people coming together.
Yeah, it really is. And speaking of all these people coming together, let's talk about the artist who actually painted this mural. His name is Theron Cartwright, and it sounds like he's done some work in Augusta before.
Oh, yeah. Theron Cartwright.
Yeah.
He's a local artist, really made a name for himself in Augusta. I think if you've ever walked down 5th Street, you've probably seen some of his work in that 5th Street mural project.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It seems like he's really good at, capturing the history and the culture of Augusta and putting it into these murals.
Yeah, and it sounds like this Golden Blocks mural is no different, because it really pays tribute to musicians and educators and businesses that all contributed to Augusta's art scene.
Yeah, that's really cool. It really brings those, like we were saying, those shoulders of giants to life, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. Now, you mentioned before that title Golden Blocks, a community built on the shoulders of giants. It speaks to this idea of a legacy of achievement and progress, right?
Right.
How do you think this mural reflects that idea?
Well, that image of shoulders of giants is such a strong image. You know what I mean? It really makes you think about how we don't make progress all alone. Every generation builds on the struggles and the work and the achievements of the people who came before us. And so I think by showcasing the giants of Augusta's past, this mural is reminding us that the people there today, that community, they stand on a foundation that other people built.
Right.
And it's like a tribute to, how strong those people were. And hopefully it inspires people going forward, too.
Makes you think about the impact of public art as a whole, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about making things look pretty.
Oh.
It's about telling stories, preserving history, inspiring dialogue.
It really is. Public art can totally change a community.
Yeah.
Think about it. It gives people a sense of belonging. It gets them talking about important stuff. And it can even inspire the next generation. I think this mural is a really good example of that, don't you?
I absolutely do. So just to recap, we have this amazing new mural by Theron Cartwright honoring the giants of Augusta's African-American community, set to be unveiled on January 24th as part of this larger revitalization effort,
Right.
the Golden Blocks Project, which involves a ton of organizations and individuals.
Yeah, it's really great to see that kind of like community engagement and artistic expression all coming together to revitalize this neighborhood and celebrate this really unique heritage.
Well said. Well said. Now I want to leave you with a question. If you were commissioned to create a mural celebrating your community, what shoulders of giants would you feature? You know, who are those people, maybe the places, maybe some moments in time that really shaped your community's identity? You know, what stories would your mural tell? Think about that. And in the meantime, we encourage you to learn more about Augusta's Golden Blocks Project and Theron Cartwright's incredible work. And if you happen to be in Augusta, Georgia on January 24th, check out the unveiling. Until next time, keep exploring.